All right, welcome back to the 12th Warrior Fantasy League. I'm going to go ahead and get into Week 12 matchups. Week 12, here we are, guys. We're at the very end of things. Week 12, 12th Warrior Championships. So that was all I had in mind. I had 12 games planned, and then the championships. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the ride. I've been rolling with Golden State all this time. I had Kentucky down as my team in the Ncaa, and unfortunately, they were eliminated early at a record of 1-8. The Lakers got eliminated just a minute ago with a record of 4-7, I think. So at least they made it to the bitter end. The New York Knicks got eliminated. Notre Dame got eliminated. Kentucky and Los Angeles. So those four teams were eliminated from my 12-team league. So once again, you have 8 teams going for 6 playoff spots. So let's get right into it. I already talked about the Lady Huskies, so no need for any further delay. The top 2 teams left in the NBA West are Golden State and San Antonio. Those 2 teams are going to be playing in the first matchup. Golden State faces Sacramento. San Antonio faces Orlando in those matchups. And I'll just get right into it. An early result. There was nothing on the line necessarily. Golden State had already won their division. This division, the NBA West. So Golden State, really, this was their game to lose. Really, they had everything to lose, and they won their game against Sacramento tonight. They won 109-86. San Antonio, however, beat Orlando 107-79. So, since both teams won, you go to a tiebreaker, and which team won by a larger point margin? San Antonio won by 28 points. Golden State won by 23. So, by virtue of 5 points, San Antonio, you've won the game, not necessarily the championship, because Golden State already had that. So, San Antonio improves their record, which helps their playoff seeding. Which after Sunday night, after the All-Star game, I'm going to break down the playoff seeding, and who plays who, and give you guys a taste for the 3 rounds of the playoffs. There'll be 2 teams that get a first round bye. Golden State's one of them. But Golden State, I mean, like you won the first 10 games, and then you dropped the last 2. So I guess if you win the 2 games in the playoffs, if you get to that 12th game in the playoffs, I guess your record you could still have 12 wins. That would be kind of cool. So that's what I'm hoping for. I picked Golden State and Kentucky to be there at the end. Kentucky, they let me down early. Golden State still has a good shot at this, so we'll see what happens. The next game, so you have 4 games. So Golden State, San Antonio, that already happened tonight. So we put that one in the books. We got 3 games left. Chicago is playing Cleveland. Now this game's exciting in the sense that the winner advances to the playoffs. The loser goes home. Chicago is 6-4-1. Cleveland is 5-5-1. So the winner, even if Cleveland won and they were 6-5-1 and Chicago was 6-5-1, Cleveland would win on the tiebreaker, just be by head-to-head. So Chicago plays Boston tomorrow, and Cleveland played the Pacers tonight. So I'm going to give you a sneak preview. Cleveland won over the Pacers, 113-104. They have a plus margin of 9-point victory. In order for Chicago to advance to the playoffs, they need to win. They need to beat Boston by 10 or more points tomorrow. So Chicago wins by 10 tomorrow, 10 or more, they're in the playoffs, and Cleveland goes home. If Chicago does not win by 10 or more, they're out. So watch for that game tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, Chicago at Boston. Or Chicago plays Boston, I'm not sure where. So then the third game is Louisville going up against Florida State. Both these teams are already in the playoffs. However, they're playing for the division championship of the Ncaa North. Both teams are 7-4. Louisville takes on Virginia Tech Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific. Florida State takes on Pittsburgh at 1 p.m. Pacific. So once again, the winner of that game gets the top seed in the NCAA and a first round bye. The loser of that game will either be the second or the third seed in the NCAA. And then the final game of the weekend, of the championship weekend, is Kansas versus UCLA. Kansas plays Baylor at 10 a.m. on Saturday. UCLA plays crosstown rival USC. That's going to be a great game. 7 p.m. Saturday night for the nightcap. So, the winner goes on into the playoffs, advances, and the loser goes home. So, there's all the stakes on the line for Kansas, UCLA, and Chicago, Cleveland. So, that should be exciting to see how that breaks down. My picks, I had picked Golden State. They lost, so I'm already one down. I'm picking Chicago. I'm picking Florida State, and I'm picking Kansas. So those are my picks. Go ahead and put your picks in the comments if you want. Throw them on a post of mine in the comments on Instagram, d.bitty, d.bitty, same as it appears here in YouTube. And those are the four matchups. One of the matchups is already in the books. Golden State drops to 10-2. San Antonio improves to 7-4-1. So congrats to San Antonio. And then the next three matchups take place over tomorrow and Saturday. So once again, I'm going to jump on here Sunday night after the All-Star game, give you guys a peek of the results of Week 12 and then the matchups for the playoffs. So enjoy All-Star Weekend. Just to let you guys know, Friday night is the Rising Stars All-Star Challenge. Rising Stars of the NBA. I think there's a couple guys from the Lakers on the Rising Stars team. And then you have Celebrity All-Star Game Friday night as well. Saturday night, you're going to have a 3-point contest and a dunk contest. And then Sunday is the big game, East versus West NBA. Go West. Beat up on the East, all right? Enjoy the weekend, and I'll get on here late Sunday night. See ya.